What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is an exciting day. We have the lift, wheels, and tires here. This is going to be part 2 of the Diesel Overland build here with the Duramax. And this is exciting. I'm going to go over everything. We're probably not going to get started on the install. There's a lot more prep work I still got to do. I want to do some paint work. There's some cutting and welding that is involved. So probably going to knock that out in the next video when we start the assembly of the lift kit. I don't know if I'm going to do like a full install step-by-step video or just like a regular vlog kind of showing parts of the install, like B-roll and things like that. Let me know down below, do I do a detailed install video, or do I just do like a regular video of just, you know, like a vlog of the install? So let me know down below. I want to hear you guys' input on that. So everything's here. I'm going to go over wheels and tires as well here shortly, and then I'm going to get everything else laid out. So the leaf springs are going to be going on the truck. They're not going to be white. I will be painting them black. They're going to be somewhat temporary. I don't know how long I'll keep them on the truck, but Rory is cooking something up for this truck, and I'm not too sure when we're going to do it, but we have some cool plans. But anyways, this is the lift kit. It's a 4.5-inch BDS coilover conversion lift. You can see right there, there's the coilovers in there. I'm going to lay everything out here and go over them. I don't really know what's in all the other boxes. There's some components there. I'm going to try to keep things somewhat organized by laying them out right here. But yeah, I'm definitely curious how this is all going to go together. It seems relatively easy, relatively straightforward, but we'll see. Also, I'll be showing you guys these here shortly as well. I went with the 563B satin black TIS wheels, and they're 22 by 12s, so a little bit smaller than I'm used to. And then I went with the TIS TT1 tires. They're 35 1250 22s. Again, not used to the smaller wheel and tire setup, but it's going to be a way more capable off-road rig and overlanding rig. So we're going to be on a 4.5-inch lift on 35 1250s, and so it's still going to have a nice little stance to it, I think, but it's going to be way more practical. I'll be able to use the truck a little bit easier, use the bed, and be able to lift my dogs in and out a lot easier. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to get everything unboxed and we'll see what we got. Alright guys, so it is the next day. We got everything laid out right here. It looks pretty impressive, and it should be. It's expensive. It's like $5 grand, or that might even be on sale for that. So it's a super nice kit from, just by looking at it. Everything seems to be pretty beefy, which it should be because it's a coilover conversion kit. It's a 4.5-inch BDS coilover conversion, so it's intended to be used off-road, so it kind of has to be beefy, and I'll go over it here in a second. Obviously this video is not going to be like the install or any of that. This video is kind of just going over the lift, wheels, and tires, and so that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and go over some things that kind of stand out to me. I think it looks like a great kit. So I will say everything feels like it's high quality. Upper control arms are really heavy, they're really heavy. That is the bracket that goes on the frame for the coilover, the top mount right there. These actually go on the lower control arms right here. They bolt on your stock lowers. Skid plate obviously there. Some diff guards and diff braces right here, right there as well. Sway bar. The knuckles are really nice. Super heavy. I don't know if they're better quality than the Cognito ones or not. I'm not too sure. Cross members, super thick steel, nicely powder coated. Of course, you got the coilovers there. They're Fox. Then you got the Fox rear shocks as well. So all in all, pretty nice kit. Everything's well packaged. The instructions actually seem to be pretty solid. And I do wish there was a video, which there is, but they're not, you know, related to BDS suspension. It was just someone that decided to do an install video on their own. I do wish BDS had like a video showing how to install it, but because they don't have a video on the install, I'm gonna do one myself, as well as the update on the Overland build, kind of like a, I don't know, I'll skim through the install process in that video, and then the other video of the install will be more in-depth, kind of step-by-step what to do. That way it's not like super boring. So you'll kind of get a good idea of the install process on the Overland update video, but it's not going to be as in-depth as the other one I plan on making. I will say this is going to be much better on the old back, lifting 35s in instead of, you know, the 40s and 38s and 24x14s and all that I'm used to lifting in the trucks. So yeah. That is way easier than a 40. That is for sure. All right, boys, everything's loaded down. Just gotta run up the road not too far from here, and I should be able to knock these out pretty quick. I don't need them today, but man, that looks like no sidewall from this angle. I mean, there isn't much sidewall, which is not usually my thing, but I did have 40s on 24s, so there wasn't much sidewall there. I'm curious how this is gonna look. It might not be enough sidewall for the off-roading I wanna do, but we'll see. I think they look really nice. They actually look like really solid tires. They're definitely not cheap made tires, I'll say that. All right, guys, we are back. We need to get these suckers unloaded. Let me roll out one of these real quick, and I'm gonna go put it up next to the truck. Not that it's probably gonna look weird, but I think it's gonna look really cool once it's on the truck. So. Dang, those look so good. Again, they're not normally the kind of wheel I would go for on a truck, because they kind of have like more of a car look to them. They're 22x12s, so they still have a nice little stance to them. But yeah, usually I have like the big lip on my wheels, but these look pretty sharp. They look great. Yeah, that's how it pretty much sat with the previous lift. Not gonna be sitting like that. It's probably gonna be down to here, I would say. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Obviously, it was a 10-inch lift on the truck. Now it's going to half of that, less than half of that, and then it's going to a tire that's 5 inches shorter, also. But it's still gonna look cool because it's gonna have a still nice stance. It's gonna look awesome. So I need to get this knocked out. Alright guys, so while I was filming, a few more parts showed up, so I'll show you guys that. Also, I want to say, shout out to Custom Offsets. They did not sponsor this, but that is who I get my lift kit, wheels, and tires from. Also, a lot of my parts I get for my Duramax, I get from DMAX store, which is why I'm adding this to the video. My tie rod ends just showed up from DMAX store. I went with Kryptonite. I already have Kryptonite tie rods, so I kind of just bought like the refresh kit where it just comes with the ends. Good way to do it. I already have like the links to them. DMAX store here. These are Kryptonite lower ball joints, which that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'm cleaning up the lower control arms. So Yeah, my lift kit I bought from Custom Offsets. A lot of the front end steering components and things like that from D-Max store, pretty much all kryptonite. And out here, don't mind this mess back here. Starting to rain. Got the leaf springs all cleaned up. They were sandblasted, and I have them all done with Steel It. Here's my lower control arms here. Here's my kryptonite tie rods. These things are primed, so I just cleaned them up. I'm gonna paint them here shortly. Yeah, here's the lower control arms, just getting all the grease off them. Now I'm gonna paint them here as well. So things are coming along. There's a lot of prep work that I didn't really account for with this lift kit. But considering everything's being taken off the front end and in the rear there, I might as well freshen things up and make it look good, because the truck's in phenomenal shape. There's no rust on the truck, so I might as well clean up some areas that maybe paint's chipping or something like that, you know. So I'll have all fresh front end components. It's gonna look really, really nice up here. We got new CV axles, which they showed up as well. They are in the shop, or in the gym part of the shop. And so I'm not gonna pull them out of the box, but I got them from Rock Auto. Way cheaper than here local. I think I paid like 80 bucks a piece. And they're gonna have really, really nice angles. They're not gonna have, well, probably not any angle on them. They're gonna be really flat with this lift kit. So we shouldn't have any premature wearing on these things. So yeah, that is gonna do it, guys. I wanted to just kind of give you a little update on all the parts that have showed up. I think I'm waiting on one other thing, which is the steering stabilizer. The one I have in here is like a cheap, I think, Rancho one, which I don't know why it's in there. But it looks pretty wore out, like rusty looking. And so we are gonna freshen it up with some Bilstein steering stabilizers. Well, just one. So I'm waiting on that. Not real important, but that is pretty much the last piece of the puzzle for the lift kit. So yeah, that is gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. In the next video, you will see the install and this truck hitting the road, maybe off-road as well. And we'll see how this thing goes. I still got to get it, you know, in alignment and all that, but I'm excited. Things are coming along. I cannot wait to get this sucker back on the road and start daily driving it. I miss this truck. It's just kind of been a lawn ornament over the past couple of years. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.